Hi. Thanks, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Tavern. How you going? Can you hear me? Am I coming through? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, it's working. Should be working. Hi, welcome in. How are we doing? The tension, the tension. Who shall win? Oh, Billy with first place. Well done on the quick draw. How are we doing? Just a heads up for today. Just loaded off the notification. Just loaded off the notification. Oh, good lord. Well done. Just a heads up for today. I've actually got a pretty bad headache. So we'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. If I seem a little bit low energy, it'll be because I'm fighting the fighting the pain. But we're fine. We're fine. We can do this. We can stream for at least a little bit. Did lots of breaks, drink water. Yeah, that's the play. That's the play, I think. It might have to be another half one. We'll see. We'll see. It might have to be another half one. See how we go. So fair, yeah. But I didn't want to. I'm in. I don't know. I'm thinking about words. Just thinking about my words. I'm wanting to enter a new phase where even if stuff like this happens, because it happens, even if stuff like this happens, I at least do like a little bit, you know? Because it has been water. Yeah, no, cheers. Cheers to water. Because it's happened in the past where I've come down with a bad headache before stream. Oh god, yeah. Lots of water? Hell yeah. No, this will help with the headache. Ah, here we go. It's happened in the past where I've come down with a big headache before stream. And I'll put off stream. It's like I can't stream under these circumstances. But like I wanna push myself. I wanna push myself to at least try, see what happens. Lots and lots of water. But yeah, I was messing around with this image with Noctua yesterday after stream. It looks messier and also submerged now that it's surrounded in water, but it looks messier, but we ironed out some things that needed ironing out. The perspective on the tavern is more accurate now, given what I want. And the cliffs around it seem more like it actually surrounds the clearing. So I'm happy with this kind of structure. Now that I've got this kind of structure, it'll be a lot easier to move forward with it. It's looking so cool. Yeah, it's looking more sensical. It makes more sense now. What I really need to do is go through and clean up. You know what? Instead of cleaning up the layers, I'm not happy with any of the rendering, to be honest, up until now. So I'll just count it all as a draft up until this point. And I'll start working in the layers properly moving forward, I think. What I could do, you know what I'll do? What I'll do is I'll save a new version of it. Lagoon Tavern merged. And in this new version, I'm going to collapse everything. And I'll start using it as a draft and build up the layers properly. I think will be the best way of going about it. So I'm going to collapse everything. There we go, down into the one. We'll add a new layer on top and we'll call this background. Call this draft at the bottom. And we'll start building up the layers properly. gonna treat the background that I've got currently as quote unquote the background. Create another layer on top. I think cliffs will be the next thing that I tackle. Cliffs. There we go. I believe the headache was from my climbing yesterday. It doesn't make sense. It's just saying it out loud, it doesn't make sense. But all of the muscles in my back are like, I think I did the most amount of back climbing that I've ever done. When I say back climbing, I mean I was using climbing techniques that required my back more than I have ever done before. So it feels like I'm a Ninja Turtle. It feels like I'm a Ninja Turtle. My entire back is all tensed up. It feels like a big shell. And I think all of that tension has shot up into my neck and it's creating a bit of a tension headache. Highly recommend 10 out of 10, by the way. Tension headaches, the best. I love them. So good. I want to bring some of that blue into here because this is very much so an orange grey. I can grab that, swing it around to blue. There we go. Bring some blue into the grey. Did I get to touch rocks today? No, that was yesterday. So I climbed yesterday. And then I'll give myself a couple of days break because it's never a good idea to climb back to back. Pun not intended, I guess. But given how much pain I'm in at the moment, I don't anticipate that I'll be up for climbing tomorrow. Hi, Miz. How you going? Hey, oh my. You're not the only one who can. Okay, staring contest. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Frick. I didn't. It wasn't even on purpose. It was like I thought for a second, like, I wonder what that. Hi, Soda. It's like I know. I'm not one who perseveres very well, apparently. Hi, how you doing, Soda? Welcome. Oh, enjoy your look. Have to clean the kitchen first. You'll be back. Yeah, no stress. Do what you gotta do. For those who have just recently come in, I was just saying a second ago that I'm currently burdened with a pretty bad stress headache. So if I seem a little bit out of it, you have an explanation. But also, we'll see how we go. If I've taken drugas, so hopefully it clears across the stream. But if it doesn't, I hope you understand that that'll have to end a little bit earlier than usual. We'll see how we go. So what I'm doing is I'm going through and I'm applying atmospheric distortion. I can't remember what the term is. But when we can't remember a term, we look it up. When we can't remember a term, we look it up so that we can learn. What's it called when things in the distance look more blue? Aerial perspective? Atmospheric perspective or aerial perspective? We'll call it atmospheric perspective. There we go. That feels right to me. Hi, Nice. Welcome in. How you doing? How you doing? We're learning. Nice, we're learning. What I'm doing is I'm going through and I'm applying atmospheric perspective to the cliffs in the background. That way it feels like they actually wrap around the scene. Because before they were all kind of this brown hue all the way through, and it led to it looking quite flat. So instead of having that, we punch in some atmosphere and it pushes everything back, and then it means that these things in the foreground are brought forward in comparison. We've also reset the image in the sense that I've flattened all of this into a single draft. And I'm starting fresh with our layers organized. Our layers were not organized yesterday. Our layers were not organized at all. Hi Paradox, how you doing? How goes Egbert? Not Egbert. Egbert? Was it Egbert? It wasn't. It was Shelley. Hollandaise, Benedict Shelley. We got there. Why did I think Egbert? What's Egbert from? Today was an absolute emotional nightmare. I had a panic attack from leaving your counselor's office today. Oh, sorry to hear it, bud. Well, come on in. Put your feet up. Leave it behind you. Watch the VOD of the stream that you missed. Thanks for the kind words. Of course. Billy is editing it together at the moment, and as he always does, he's gonna make everything look incredibly flattering. All the zoom ins, all the angles, all the pans and stuff. So hopefully it looks even better in the edit. He's a wizard, you know. I can't even begin to wrap my head around how he does it. Boop! Oh, you're streaking! You're streaking! Look at you go! Able to get started on fixing the hat, but you have to hand sew 11 individual pieces. Double hand sew and a hole in the middle. Oh, yep. Be using a machine because you can't feel the cord with the machine. That's fair. That's fair. I've seen hatters, I think they're called. I was going to say cobblers. No, that's for shoes. I've seen hatters, both machine sewing and hand sewing hat projects. So I think it works either way, whatever you're more comfortable with. With magic, that I believe, that I can wrap my head around. If you were to invite me to your TED talk and be like, hey, Bahali, so I'm gonna introduce you to like how my process works, and then you were to just point at the big PowerPoint slide behind you and it just says the word magic. Thank you for attending my TED talk, and you walk off stage. I would accept that. That makes sense to me. Speaking of magic, Jay does all of their pieces with magic. Yeah, agreed. Yep. 110%. Have a cardboard core in each of the pieces, and the pieces are very unique shaped. You don't trust a machine enough to not fudge it. Yeah, that's fair. Slow and tedious otherwise. Yeah. Yep. It's slow and tedious, but there's more of a sense of control. It makes sense to me. Milliners is the name of the hat maker who makes makes decorate or more feminine hats more fun. Wait, but Milliners is the name for hat makers who make decorative or more feminine hats. Fun fact. Milliner, really? Okay, I'll add that to the what we had: atmospheric perspective and milliners now. Milliner. Cobbler, milliner, hatter, milliner. Okay, we'll try. Honestly, the thing that works with me is repetition. So I will forget. Jade, but I'll look it up. And then we'll hell or high water, I'll drill it into my noggin. I think what will help with this cliff, the silhouette. I think what will help with the silhouette is if I add a little bit more visual interest. If it's just like general wavy rock shape, it'll kind of just sink into the. I mean, sinking into the background is fine, but I don't know. Need a little bit of extra je ne sais quoi. Pride Rock. Yeah, exactly. If we can add Pride Rock in the background right here. Oh my god, it's perfect. No, actually no, we've got something going here. And then we'll have Rafiki. We'll have Rafiki standing here. Is the circle of life, and it rules us. And this is where Simba has just gone absolutely flying. My god, man. And it rules us all. It's a hippo. Its tummy ain't full, not yet. It finds a way on a path unwinding to eat Simba. Circle of life. I'm a little bit drunk. Favorite olden time profession names is an alewife, a proprietor of a tavern. Really? That sounds alewife. Oh my! I want to refer to myself as an alewife now. All the terrifying creatures yelling at it's tough. It's tough. I mean, to be fair though, The Lion King is my favorite horror movie. Haberdasher? Oh, yeah. Haberdashery is my favorite word of all time. Oh, God. Speaking of repetition, what was the word? What was the word that I needed to remember that I've forgotten already? What? There was a magic word. There was a magical word. There was a magical word that was brought up in chat, and I can't remember it for the life of me. Has Mahali imbibed the precious ale? No, unfortunately. I wish I was drunk. Logic. Lodge, you don't understand. If I was drunk, I could at least be like, I'm drunk. I'm having a good time or whatever. No, I'm not having a good time. I have a headache. I have a headache. Headache isn't fun. Headache isn't fun. Drunk? Maybe fun. Headache? No. It's okay. No, I'll live. I'll live. I was saying before that might have to be a shorter stream because we'll see if I've taken the drugs. Like all the drugs. If they kick in, if the Nurofen that I took kicks in, then it shouldn't be an issue. But if it doesn't, or if I'm feeling groggy still, like when you've subdued a headache, but it's like you're thinking through cotton. Head fog, yeah. I'll probably rack up, yeah, huge numbers. I'll probably wrap up stream early, even if it's cleared. If I'm having to think through head fog, it's just not a good time. All the drugs, all the drugs, literally all of them. Have a headache? No, it's all good. It's all good. This has happened in the past, and I've usually gone about just like putting off stream. Like I'm not in the peak human condition, therefore I can't stream. And I don't like that about myself. I don't like the fact that anytime it doesn't feel like it's perfect, I have this overwhelming sense of like, I have to delay until the situation is like perfection. So I want to stream. I want to stream in my current state, at least for a little bit, to kind of prove to myself that I can. And that, you know, and then there's a degree of like variance to it, right? Like if I'm not feeling up for a full stream, then like a partial stream is fine. Adapt. Gonna research for a writing project. Turns out in the 18th to 19th century, someone who digs up dead people to use them as a cadaver was called a resurrectionist. Resurrectionist sounds like a branch of belief. As part of the Book of the Sun, you have absolutists, you have revisionists, and then you have resurrectionists. And they all interpret the book in different ways. That's fantastic. I love it. All the drugs seems like an answer your 15-year-old nephew would give if you asked him about what he was doing at school lately. So you're doing well? Are you studying trigonometry at the moment? Doing all the drugs, actually. Too busy shitting them all up. Fitting up all the drugs. Get that though. Did a short stream today because you wanted to stream, but your energy level wasn't as high as you would normally like for streaming. Yeah, exactly. Right. I feel as though I'm capable of being adaptive. I'm capable of being adaptive. So even if my brain hates the fact that I'm not in peak condition at the moment, I just roll with the punches, you know. Necromancy, feeling fancy. Exactly. I'm a fancy boy. I'm a resurrectionist. Must understand. I believe in the resurrection of the sun. And let perfection get in the way of performance. Exactly. And I can, like, I even a drunk Mahali, I feel, can put on a bit of a show. Not to like toot my own horn, but like, I don't know. I can be engaging enough. I can draw a tavern. I can draw a tavern in a drunk state. It's okay. I'm capable. I'm so fancy. You already know. I threw baby Simba. Eaten by a hippo. Where do you vote for the drunken Mahali stream? Not an option, unfortunately. I don't drink, but I mean, apart from when I'm doing all the drugs, apparently. To be fair, I wouldn't call my usual stream energy sober. Like, I'm not on anything, but like, I don't know. We have fun. What can I say? Hi Zero, how you going? Welcome. I'm in a debuffed state at the moment, Zero. So if I seem a little bit off, or if I'm late to respond to a message or anything, blame the drugs. Actually, no. If anything, the drugs are helping. Blame the headache. Mahali inebriated. Yeah, that'll be the title of the stream. What? How did that happen? Where did this pattern come from? This pattern of turning my name into awful things. Don't get me wrong, it's funny every time, and I will cackle. On the internet, and it's one hell of a drug. I mean, yeah, one hell of a drug indeed. Welcome to the fast lane. Doing good? Good to hear. Good to hear. I'm good, thank you. Morning Shampoo. How you doing? Sorry to hear that you had a tumble yesterday, Shampoo. Sorry to hear it. I hope you're feeling okay. Only drug you need is life and cough syrup. Don't want to hang out with a Mahali hangover. I mean, that's actually kind of why I don't like the idea of alcohol. is I don't like the idea of not being me. Does that make sense? Call it a control thing, I guess. If you, I mean, you can interpret it that way. I ain't saying nothing. But I don't like the idea of, I don't know, getting involved in a conversation with somebody and them liking drunk Mahali, not Mahali, or like, I don't know, the idea of like not remembering a night because I was drunk, or only having confidence because I'm like, I don't like any of that. I like base form Mahali. If I'm confident enough to do something, I want it to be because base form Mahali was confident enough to do it, you know? Mahali. Mahali. Don't worry about, you know, it's tough. It's tough. Don't enjoy being drunk at all. I can see the appeal, like in the same way that, I don't know. It's like matching energy, right? Like, I get it. It's just, it's not for me, I don't think. Really I hope I drive a Harley Davidson. I couldn't. It would be egregious at that point. I think I would crash because I'd be too busy rolling my eyes at myself. Unfixes my layers? Not with a 5, Bob. Not with a 5, sorry. How you doing, bud? With a 5 you labeled. Look, my layers are labeled actually now. That's fantastic. I don't think this actually shows my... No matter how much I stretch it, you can't see my... can't see my layers. It's fine. It's fine. $17's not bad. How did stream go? Yeah, Bollage, how did stream go? Sorry, I've been fighting this headache all afternoon. I did manage to roll into Fields' stream for like 5 minutes to quote a bunch of Kingdom Hearts quotes at him and then roll away. But that's all I was capable of. I couldn't manage anything above that. Have a random unexplained falls. No, you're all good. You've explained it. You don't need to explain it. You're all good. You've explained it before. To the pit? Yeah, with a 5. Our pit success rate has been insanely high today. Insanely high. We started with what? A 2, a 5, followed by another 5. I think somebody got a 3 before, and then that's another 5 now. Good lord. It's a party in the pit and everybody's invited. Love when Goofy says, at the end of the day, maybe the real kingdom was the hearts we found along the way. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. See? I'm not making it up. There's something in the wind. Something on the wind. There's something at the wind. There's wind. Pit's gift shop must be popping off today. Yeah, well, it's been fantastic to see actually, because we've joked about the infrastructure of the pit improving over time, but honestly, we've got what, 3, 4? No, we've got 4 freshly established establishments in the pit. We've got hello. Ooh. The corrupted ghost staff. Hell yeah, we haven't had that one in quite a long time. We've got Missfire's little shack. We've got Shampoo's fried chicken spot. We've got Pagmar's pitfall protections, which is kind of like falling into the pit insurance. And then we've got who was it that made the pit stop? I can't think. My brain is mush. I'm so sorry for forgetting, but somebody made the pit stop. We have it in one of the community canvases. You're rating Fire's vodka suppliers? Don't mind you. No, of course. She's got the little book nook where she basically like take a vodka, lever, literally anything. So by all means, you could rate that. Your second favorite line is when Goofy says, "Hand me that yuckin' keyblade." Sora, hand me that yuckin' keyblade. I'm gonna yuck up these Heartless. Why would you buy insurance for the thing that already happened to you? No, it's in the tavern, not the pit. Yeah. Well, no, it's in the pit, actually. It is in the pit. I presume it would be for repeat incidents, and let's be honest, it does repeat quite often. Forgot about the community building, where the Mafia has a youth outreach program and helps the community. Yeah, there was that, and then who made the? Somebody made a chapel. Somebody. Yeah. Kate. Yeah, Kate made a little religious chapel as well. No, we've got quite a bit. We've got quite a bit in the pit of this. Quite a bit in the pit. Making a spiritual detox bar in the pit. Ooh, I like. Actually, somebody ought to use all the water that's now flooding the pit on a regular basis. Somebody, Billy, keeps opening. Well, no, it's not Billy every time. Actually, now that I think about it, some people, plural, keep opening up the basement door that connects to one of the oceans in Brink. I've yet to figure out which ocean, because like ain't nobody got time for that. all of this water keeps running off into the pit though, is the problem. Crow just beat you to Wrote it so the pitfall protection cart is on the bend of the road nearest to the tavern. Part of the design is that the resources fall, then the person will never come back from the pit to exact revenge. Ah, I see. Right. Okay, so it is outside. Yeah, okay, so it is outside the pit. Us ghosts could use a day spa once in a while too. It's good for the soul. Fair. With the amount of miasma that builds up at the bottom of the pit as well. Makes sense. Wash day? Heck yeah. Just got 5k as the flooding was mentioned. You have to then. It's fate. Not into the pit. Surely it goes into the kitchen to feed the tree chef that's in there. Yeah, no, that could work. That's definitely part of it. I'd say that there's like a hefty bit of run-up because like the floorboards aren't airtight. Maybe you make a severe farm in the pit that uses all the water. It's a farm that grows servers and waitstaff to the tavern above. Grows servers and waitstaff? Ah, yeah, okay. I don't think we've decided on like serving staff. We've got the tree that operates in the kitchen, but I don't think we've got serving staff. Server? No, you're good. Is this the pun? I mean, I could see that being a poking fun at AI server farms that are consuming water by the gallon. That's funny too. Just the pun. Yeah, all good. Like computer server. Ah, yeah. Okay. I see what you mean. That was your intention. I gets it. Really like the chicken shop design. Yeah, it's really cool, isn't it? The fried chicken joint. Actually, that is a question. Shampoo, if you're there, do you have a shop name? Do you have a shop name penned, or is it up for discernment? Yeah, I can feel myself fading in and out. It'll be a short stream. It'll be a short stream. I'm glad I did go live. But I don't think I can commit to the full stretch. Meow Chimkin. Ooh, I do like that. I demand meow, meow Chimkin. That cave doesn't look right. How would I do that? It's good. Yeah, it is good. It is good. Maybe because of the atmospheric perspective, it shouldn't be this dark. Like, yes, cave, but also in the distance. So, like, it's darker than its surroundings, but not that dark. Gonna say the Pitts Perrin Pack at Perrin Peck. Ooh. Perrin Peck does have a good ring to it, but it's already locked in. It's already locked in. Raise the chimkins right next to the shop, courtesy of that 1d20 that you'd gotten. Makes sense. I mean, otherwise it would be insanely expensive to import the chicken. Meow Chimkin is iconic. Yes, incredibly so. It's like one of those local joints where you look at it and you're like, where did this cute little shop come from? Under lock and key, because the goblins are 87% of your customers. I like the idea of you having this farm of chickens, and then you just so happen to also have little pitlings that are kind of amongst the chickens that are mimicking them. So you've got like chicken, boot, chicken, and the boot is going around making like squawking noises and like waddling in the same way that the chickens are. Ah, it'd be so good. Chicken, you say? Yeah. Hi, hey, how you doing? Chicken. It's the new rendition of Duck Duck Goose. Chicken, pitling. Chicken, cat. Correct. In this particular instance, yeah. Chicken, kitten, maybe. Chicken, kitten rolls off the tongue a little bit better. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Conveniently located in front of a bone slop. So if you order bone in, you can catch the bone collector to your next destination. That is convenient. Could be better, but you still got a functional nervous system, so you can't really complain, to be honest. I feel you. I feel you on that. I'm in a similar spot. The issue that I'm experiencing at the moment, hey, is that I'm too cognizant of my nervous system right now. Everything is pain. The worst thing is that I know that it's going to be even worse tomorrow. Nah, it's okay. It's okay. We're all in this together. Something about team spirit. Go the Wildcats. Order with extra bones. Get a drumstick that looks like a spiked mace. Ooh, that would be fun. With like a little paper cutout like cat ears crown as well. That'd be good. Been doing a draw lately. Almost done with it. Nice. What have we been drawing? Has it been more of the Monster Hunter inspired artwork, or it's been really cool to see Maze actually seeing all of the Magic the Gathering stuff that they've been doing. Has it been akin to that? During an updated version of the avatar, uses your online profile, and Eldritch goes, cool, heck yeah. I mean, seems to be 'tis the season of updating online assets by the looks of things. Yeah, because this is going to be an updated Tavern look. Hey, Squid, you didn't end up in the pit. One of the very few. One of the very few you didn't. Congratulations. You know there was a stream today, but you were hesitant. You were reading it wrong. To be fair though, to be honest, I've been running late for streams quite consistently lately. Usually about half an hour late, so I don't blame you. That's on me. You actually want to rebrand your Twitch stuff again to be more unbeatable inspired? You won't lie? Hey, by all means. Extra bones would be 50 gold. 50 gold! Just to explain, like, currency in, like, the fantasy setting a little bit. 50 gold would be equivalent to... 50 gold would be equivalent to like close to like $500, I would say. Like, it's a pretty direct, probably the closest way to just like quickly explain it out of hand. It's probably the quickest way of explaining it is like it's basically like $100 per 10 gold. So 50 gold for some bones is $500. That's insane. Actually, you should do your February piece. Yeah, heck yeah. I'll be moving on to it most likely next week. I'll probably switch over to it next week. Better be a lot of extra, but better be $500 out of pocket. Supply and demand. No, that's fair. That's fair. In incredibly high demand, especially when you've fallen into the pit. You're dealing with a lord when they're dual wielding chicken maces. You know you're in trouble, yeah. Chicken maces? Yeah. No one needs gold in the pit. people, I mean, yeah, I guess, but like, the problem is the supply bit. Like, where are they getting the gold from if they lose all of their gold when they buy one bone? They've got no way of topping it up. When the Pit King want gold? Yeah, in like a superficial sense, probably. Goblin loot? But these goblins aren't going around raiding, you know? Trade and barter? I mean, like, don't get me wrong, there would be ways of getting some gold. Like, some gold would come through from the tavern. But not that much. Not that much, I imagine. The tavern couch is connected to the pit. The couch is for spare change. I wouldn't classify 50 gold as spare change. See the new Overwatch stuff. I did. I'm insanely excited. Can't you tell? I'm insanely excited. No, I woke up to it and I was over the moon. I'm super keen. The headache filter is getting in the way, unfortunately. A lot of spare change. Clearly a ton. Oldest profession. Can you start a pit brothel? Probably not the vibe. Probably not the vibe. I like the idea. You could in like the generic fantasy sense, you know how you'll have like a character in one of the RPG games like, I'm going to the brothel, and they head over and then it like fades to black, and then they come back and they're like, that was a good brothel. Unfortunately, the stream is for all ages, so I wouldn't want to dwell on it too much. Can't believe we've come full circle. It's not a sequel anymore. Hey, to be fair, like I never put any stock in the PvE stuff anyway, so like I thought that the sequel idea was a bit silly from the get-go. I don't know. It return to form. Have 300 gold in your pocket, you lose 20%. To the pit with you. Oh, good lord, to the pit with both of you. What are these roles? I think we've had like a 90% pit attendance. Just wanted to see my react. Lodge, you can't. I'm inebriated, Lodge. You can't do this to me. How dare you? You're fine. You're fine. And then Crow with the 18, immediately putting me to shame. So that's a no for the pleasure pit. How dare you? How dare you? I'm in a state at the moment. It still fades to black, which gives people the wrong idea. I mean, I feel like it's harmless enough at that point. Easy feel to do it in the pit via falling through the couch. You fell down into the pit, yeah, via digging around. It's tough. Digging around in the couch is risky business. What can I say? It's a busy day for fried chimkin. Yeah, I mean, lots of tourists. Lots and lots of tourists. The tunnels are feeling better. Instead of going to like full dark, I think that was the play. I like. And then we go through here. Probably want to bring this forward a little bit. All learned from the pretty clown lady and her doll about the horrors that is in the couch. Oh my goodness, what? Who did you encounter? What happened? Who's this music again? You can check down the bottom there, Kat. There's a little there's a little music player. Sorry, I'm falling over myself. It has the name of the song and the artist underneath. Big comfy couch, obviously a monster. The comfier it is, the stronger the sleight of hand. Had to read on your phone. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Vindswept, yeah, as Billy said, spoke with the V's. Okay, let's jump forward a layer. We'll call this middle cliffs. How about a shop called Rope? Rope. That just sells rope. Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Gives me the same vibe as, like, I don't know, a bagel shop just called Bagels. So you go down to Bagels to grab bagels? Yes. I hunger for bagels. Yeah, Bagels by Bagels. Yeah, exactly. Has a ring to it, doesn't it? Kentucky Fried Bagels. Fried bagels is probably too much for me. I don't know what it is, but the US loves to find new things to fry. Like I found out about fried Oreos the other day. What? Why? Why are you frying Oreos? They're so heavy as is. The idea of frying them on top. Ugh. I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to do it. Shop is owned by a little troll named Bagels. Oh, that'd be good. The family name. Had a fried bagel before. It's a lot. Your tummy hurt. Have I ever had fried butter? What is that a thing? Is fried butter a thing? Why? That sounds like a lot. That sounds like way too much. It's gross. Yeah, because you're eating butter. You're just eating a stick of butter. Don't like Oreos, but you like the fried ones. That's fair. That's fair. Plus, as much as I judge in the moment, like I'll have guilty pleasures. Like I like a volcanic mud cake, right? The ones where it starts with a frozen chocolate core, and then as they cook it, it becomes gooey in the center. And some people might be like, that's just like way too much for me. That's like way too much chocolate. So like I can't judge. There are things that I like that are probably over the top for other people. It's battered and fried, but still gross. That's the thing, right? Prefer fried cheesecake. Fried cheesecake? But isn't it already... What? You have an idea for two shops? Lost and Found. You can hire them to look for things you dropped and you fall into the pit. And then Found and Lost. You can hire them to lose things for good. I do like that. I do like that a lot. I like the idea of lost and found, specifically because the pit consists of a bunch of lost things. So they're just like incredibly lucrative. Should plan a trip around Texas State Fair. They have a lot of fried foods like fried pickles, fried pickles, fried ice cream. I've heard of fried ice cream before, wrapped in cereal, well, no, but donuts are inherently fried. Wait, do you mean like double fried? Wait, they you telling me that they fry the donut and then they put it into a deep fryer? Fried butter is indeed a thing. It's how Americans keep their vascular system so slick. The blood pumps through easier. No, that's I hadn't thought of it. I hadn't thought of it as a vascular lubricant. Get that blood flowing. You got lucky. You got a play booster box of MTG Lorwyn Eclipse, and there's 2 commander decks for only. Hey, nice. That's awesome. I've been seeing the prices for it being quite ridiculous recently. Yeah. I subtract. How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. How'd you go? How was stream? Sorry if I seem a little bit under the weather. I've just got like a really bad headache at the moment, but I hope you're doing well. I hope don't take my lack of enthusiasm for me being not enthused. Thank you for coming in. How'd you go? Welcome, 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 everyone. How you doing? Stream was fun. 4 hours of Beat Saber. You're tired? Ooh, that's a workout. Hey, mate. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the tavern. How you doing? Hope I feel better soon. Thank you, thank you. I need it. I need it. It's all entirely self-imposed. All entirely self-imposed. Speaking of a full body workout, I went bouldering yesterday. I haven't been bouldering in about a month. And I used way too much of my back in the process. I feel like a Ninja Turtle. I feel like a Ninja Turtle. My entire back is basically seized up like a big shell. And I can feel all of that tension that's gone up to my neck, which is bada bing, bada boom, headache right to the nervous system. Let me do a proper job of welcoming everybody in. Sorry, give me a second. It'll take a second to like focus on names. Sarah. Myceris, is that how you say that? Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the tavern. We have CJ Roth, Mermaid, Myceris, Nightingale, Loon Rider. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm usually a little bit more chipper. I've usually got a little bit more energy. Apologies for the thank you for the follow, Sarah. Welcome, welcome. I've usually got a little bit more going. But yes, subtract. If we have this thing here, we have an art tax. We have an art tax here, where if you raid in, even though you're working on Beat Saber, if you've got any work that you would like to share or any pages that you would like to share, anything like that, I would love to see. I'd love to see. Please send it on through, and I'll show it off to everyone. I usually jump to like a chatting cam as well while I welcome you in, but my God, you don't want to see a close-up of me at the moment. I'm a zombie. Someone who gets your name right first try? Hell yeah. No, that's awesome. I'm too obsessed with mushrooms to not. I'm too obsessed with mushrooms to not. Not even to like, I need to be fully transparent. I love mushrooms purely in the aesthetic sense. Not purely, but like, I love like a good mycelium person, you know, like a little mushroom guy. I love like a big toadstool, a big trumpet, like a big funnel style shroom in an environment and stuff. So if I didn't understand how to pronounce mycelia, I mean, I would be mycelia for it. Gotta go to bed, unfortunately. Got a lot of homework to do before you end the... Oh, no, all good, all good. Look after yourself. Hey. Thank you for dropping by for a bit. Targeted, just a normal shop, like perhaps Target, but you get a bounty on your head when you, when you check out. Legasp mushrooms, keep away. I mean, you are allergic, but I mean, not just seeing mushrooms. Don't really have any pages to share. So the best, suppose the best you could come up with would be a clip. You're not worried about it. Just happy to bring regardless, even if you don't have anything to share, Beat Saber sounds like a hell of a lot of fun. Please, everybody, if you have a second, quickly go check out Subtract stuff. I'll give a second shout out, just because the initial shout out was yonks ago, heckin' ages ago. There you go. Mushrooms is a correlation. Did not get before with your name. Oh, really? Yeah, because mycelia is spelt in the same way, I believe. CVS, curses, vials, and salves. I do like CVS. I do like CVS a lot. I appreciate it. Of course, of course. With you having just come in after streaming, especially 4 hours of Beat Saber, this is a PSA for anybody who's just come in with the raid. If you have to look after yourself post-stream, food, drink, decompress, sleep, whatever it is, please prioritize yourselves. I'll be here if you want to, if you want to go do stuff and come back. Heck, if you got to go do stuff and run for the hills, all good. No judgment whatsoever. But if you want to hang out for a bit, happy to have you. Not your intention to relate it to mushrooms. You made the name up. Ah, that's a cool correlation there. Like a post hoc correlation there. It's lovely to meet you. I hope you're doing well. Rock Bottom Tacos describes both location and quality of the taco meat. I should do the same. Hit the hour mark. Oh, did the tavern let me know? Yeah, okay. I'll go for another minute or two, and then I'll take a break. I'll go stretch my legs and see if I can cleanse the headache. Must take me up on that. I suspect there's a shower in your future. Hopefully you make it back before bed. If you don't, then I hope I have a wonderful rest of my stream. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you again for the raid. Look after yourself, and have a good rest of your day. But yes, I'll go for another minute or two, and then see how we go. I was mentioning before that probably a shorter stream given the state of my my head. We'll see how we go though. Like, I'm good to go for a little bit longer. Forever to 110,000 elven clothing. The state of your head is non-existent. I mean, to be fair, I'd prefer to not be able to feel my head right now, to be entirely honest. That would be a lovely change of pace. All right, you get one more, Jade. You get one more before we've hit oversaturation. Hit us with the best one you've got. Let's see it. Hi, Scoundrel. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How'd you go? How'd you go? You were streaming art? Hell yeah. Awesome. Taco spell? Brilliant. Brilliant. Best of the bunch. Sorry that you've caught me in this state, Scoundrel. I'm a little bit punch drunk with a bit of a headache. So please don't take my lack of enthusiasm for me not being enthused for you turning up. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good stream. It needs needs paint, so you can paint our roofs. Oh, like a Bunnings type deal. Yeah. Scoundrel Raid, welcome. How'd you go? How's stream? Oh, no. Wrong layer. We've been clean with layers. Not lazy. We've been clean with layers. Don't make it become mush. They did art? Ooh. Yeah, no, they did. They were streaming art. All good. Had a fine stream. Glad to hear it. Scoundrel. We do a little thing around here known as an art tax. So if you've got any artwork that you would like to share, I would love to see. Either a whip, a work in progress, something from this stream that you just did, anything from your body of work that you'd love to share, I would love to see. Bit of more than you can chew with an overcomplicated animation. Yep. Yeah, I can relate to that. Oh boy, can I relate to that. Sorry to hear, bud. To be fair though, it's the big projects where we bite off too much, where we tend to learn a ton. At least that's what I find. It tends to crash and burn, but like I learn a ton in the process. They don't always crash. Sorry, just to clarify, they don't always crash and burn. Like there is hope for it. There is hope. But even if it does crash, all I'm saying is that there's potential. Please share. I'm starving. Yeah, I know, right? Grumbly tummy. Holding yourself back from posting anything of this piece as to not spoil painting you to do so. I mean, you can post it with spoilers, Squid. I just won't be able to see, you know. Now you want to draw more. Having so much, you're gonna have so much free time at work tonight. You wish you brought your iPad. It's one of those things, right? Like, I'll go out with family or something, and we'll be sitting in a park, and I'll think to myself, like, it would be lovely if I had literally anything to draw on right now. Hindsight is always 20/20. I think the play here is to add a little bit more depth to the cliff. So instead of it being a two-dimensional cutout, we have a little bit more going on with the silhouette, where you can kind of see stuff that's going on behind it. But we've got to maintain that light edge, because we've got a bit of light pollution kind of pushing through from behind, right? Oh. If only I could paint a straight line. Okay, it's been those couple of minutes, so I'm going to step away for a bit. I'm going to stretch. I'm going to grab some water, and then I'll probably go for another half hour, I think. I know, super short stream. But this head fog isn't clearing, so I think calling it early will be sensible. Husband carries a book with him whenever you go places, more often than not, for similar reasons. Never know when you'll have time. Yeah, exactly. It's why I try to keep my Kindle on me whenever I can. That way it gives me something to do if I'm caught out somewhere, you know? To go traditional. You're not hiding the cave. We are hiding the cave. It's just I'm going through and doing the physical rock faces first, and then I'll put the water in over the top. You keep mini sketchbook and pencil, pen and eraser sometimes, a highlighter instead of a pen in your purses. Yeah, something like that would be good to have. Anyway, I'll step away for a couple of minutes. I'm going to look after myself. Highly recommend that you do the same, especially if you've been sat down for the past hour. Recommend standing up, moving around a little bit, get the blood flowing. You'll be better off for it. I promise. I'll see you soon. Yabby. Oh no, Scoundrel! I'm sorry. I can come back. We can have a look. Oh no. We can have a look. Hi. Hi, Salty. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome in. Not that organized, so this is a bit haphazard. Mostly Twitch community challenges. Not sure about Kara. Seems to mix in who you follow as well. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. It's a trap. Don't do it. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a trap to me. It looks pretty cool to me, to be entirely honest with you. Ooh. That's heckin' cool. I like that a lot. That's really, really cool. Sorry, Salty. We've just been raided by Scoundrel, so we're quickly looking through their work. Oh, welcome in. I hope you had a good stream. Start preparing your tax. Start preparing your tax, Salty. I'm gonna demand something of you. I'm gonna demand something of you. Ah, the cute little goblin animation. That's so good. That's amazing. That's so cute. Ah, they're so nice. Are you guys seeing this? If you haven't clicked on the Kara link and if you're not following Scoundrel, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you seeing this amazingness? So good. So good. We stand environmental art here. Absolutely. No, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Welcome in everybody who's just come in with Salty. Apologies if you've been hit with pre-rolls. I've been delayed in running my ads, so unfortunately pre-rolls have hit. That's my bad. That's my bad. How are we doing? How was stream? How's it going? Fine. Take my time. Thank you. But you're a humble squid. Yes, and of the humble squid, I request an art tax, Salty. So if you've got anything that you'd like to share, either whips or something that you worked on stream today, or something from your body of work that you'd like to share, I would love to see. I'd love to see. I will say though that I've been putting off my break for about 20 minutes now. I really got to step away for a little bit. Sorry, I've got a pretty bad headache at the moment, so I do need to step away for just a couple of minutes. I'll be back. So Squid, I'm so sorry, Salty, for the delay. I will love to peruse your work as soon as I get back. Okay, BRB. I'll be back soon. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I'll see you soon. Okay, I'm back a little bit ahead of the back a little bit of ahead of that. Words are tough. Words are tough. I hate headaches. I hate them. I hate them. I'm back a little bit ahead of the break. Hope you're doing well. Decided to learn how to digital paint. You've got a whip if that's cool. Make sure to take break. Yeah. No, I'll shoot me through a link. I'd love to see. Headaches are actually the worst. No, you're all good. You're all good. Entirely self-imposed. I went bouldering yesterday for the first time in about a month, and I used a ton of my back in the process. So now I feel like a Ninja Turtle, where my back is like one solid shell of tight muscle, and it's shot all the way up into the back of my neck, into the base of my skull, and I've got a tension headache. Took your medicine. Your head sounds like a rave. You hit the hum 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 hum. Yep. I'll wait for the last like 15 seconds or so to make sure that everybody's out of the ads, and then I'll shoot the link through. Sounds horrible. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. It just makes it difficult to concentrate, you know. I can feel my mind kind of wandering. Let's have a look at the whip. Oh my goodness. Scandal. So the painting is going well by the looks of things. No, like you're nailing like the directional light. Sorry if I need to stop apologizing. You're nailing the directional light. It's looking good. It's looking good. So scandalous, yeah. A little bit too risque for my my particular preference, but like purely from an appreciation of like the skill set involved. You're doing good, bud. You're doing good. Really, really, really good. Keep up the good work. For those who don't know, Salty has spent the last year, and when I'm not kidding you when I say a year, we're at what, with 380 something days at this point. Salty, I've lost count. It's my bad. We're at 380 plus, I believe, days of daily art practice from Salty, who started with just line art, and has built up to start tackling painting as well. Incredibly impressive stuff. It's been really cool to see the journey. Like really, 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 really cool. This is not me disparaging your previous skills. This is me simply appreciating where you've come to. You weren't able to pull off this kind of like distortion to the perspective before, in the sense that like you're seeing the form of the hand, you're seeing the form of the body, it's looking way more, you're seeing way more depth than what you had before. Night and day. Incredibly impressive to see. Really, really, really cool. 375. Okay, so I was close. Not quite 380 yet, but no, still really, really, really cool to see. This is so good, right? Squid. Salty's previous work actually reminds me of your style. So Squid in particular, I highly recommend that you follow Salty. That's an open invitation to everyone, by the way. Please give Salty a follow. But Squid in particular, I think you could learn quite a bit from seeing how Salty has progressed. It's really cool to see. Really, really, really cool to see. Gonna make you cry from telling you the truth. Truth hurts sometimes, buddy. Prep yourself. Love lurking over there. It's great, right? Isn't it good? Super spicy. I know. As I said, like not my jam, but like there's an appreciation for it outside of just like aesthetic preference, you know? Like watching a Digimon evolve, it just keeps getting better and better. Yeah, yep. Gassing you up way too much. I mean, it doesn't count as gassing you up when it's true. You know that, right? tearing up. That was super kind, really descriptive. Well, yeah, of course. Telling me that I haven't been watching you. Mahali throws truth. Hope that makes you cry. Yeah, exactly. Malicious truth. Already on it, boss? Good. Good. Just had to buy more yarn color. No longer have a label for spooky stuff, right? Oh no. Did you go full Batman with it, Laz? Did you pull out your like detective vision and you had to start like deciphering like, oh, well, this color of yarn matches this, but it's not this because of this hue and blah 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 blah. How's my art been? How are the studies? Yeah, studies were good. I did a set of, I want to say 5 street studies that helped me quite a bit. Now I've moved on to a scene that has a similar degree of like perspective depth to it. So I'm attempting to apply some of the lessons that I learned with the street to a natural scene, and it's doing okay. I'm seeing where I'm struggling, and I know, here's the thing, I can see where it's messy and I know what I need to do. So I've got hope. I've got hope for this piece. I think it's going to be really cool. The colors need to be cleaned up and stuff, but that's fine. Once I get the perspective down, it'll just be a case of render until it looks spicy. You just eyeballed it, living on the edge. Dangerous. Gotta go take a nap now before brain forces you to take one. Skrillex dubstep concert is starting. No, please. Shampoo, go. Go. Look after yourself. Thanks for hanging out. Literally similar style to yours. I told you. Like, I don't make these things up. Behind Tavern. It's so much better, but you see it. That's what I'm saying. That I feel as though it's a really good match for you. So if you're looking for, because I know that my stuff isn't directly applicable for you. Like you work with backgrounds sometimes, but like I exclusively work in backgrounds basically. So if you're looking for like inspiration for how to progress with your character work, Salty's a good place to start. Especially inspirational given that Salty is actively going through the learning process right now. So as Salty grows, you can grow alongside them. It's just maths. It's just maths. Like, it's just science. Don't take it from me. Take it from like knowledge truth stuff. Best part you've come to learn about painting is that you can just paint over it. Line art was so restricting. Exactly. That's why I hate line art. Science. Yeah, science. For science. Love to peep the art. You're always looking for people to learn and grow from. Yeah, exactly, right? As soon as you find somebody that you jive with, it's almost like you unlock cheat codes, because you can kind of see where you can see how they've solved problems. You can see where like they've come up against tree texture. You can see where they've come up against tree texture, and similar to your style, they've had to come up with a solution, and it's there on display for you. Like, here is how I went solving tree texture. And it doesn't mean like one for one you then go and like, I'm going to take your tree texture. That's not the mentality. It's more like, oh, so I can approach it like that, and it kind of gives you inspiration as to how you can experiment with it and end up with something that's unique to yourself. Seems people are beginning to accept the deep truth of Brink. Science has been on everyone's lips as of late in the tavern. Who's to say? Like, I just work here, okay? So this is a Wendy's. Don't mean this in a critical way. Can tell the background is sunbeams through cloudy skies, really tall flat mountains leaning towards the former. Please enlighten you. Background is sunbeams through cloudy skies. Really? No. Okay, so the background is technically underground, and these are light beams through sinkholes in the ceiling, which it'll be more apparent as the image comes together more. Remember when Wendy's was an ice cream? Wendy's was an ice cream joint? What? Nice work, yeah. Exactly. Finding people who are close to or on a similar level to you in art is massive. Feel like you just need a bonfire, feed up bonfire becomes glorious. Yeah, that's been part of it. That's been a wonderful thing about streaming for me, is meeting wonderful artists that are similarly on the path to improvement. Because it means that I don't know, there's a bit of camaraderie. There's like oh well, you're learning to do this, nice. Would you like any pointers? Like here are the things I've found out. What do you got? You kind of share notes, you know. There was one in Stocklands in Townsville. No, I didn't know. Wendy's has always been like, unless I'm thinking of a different Wendy's. Like Wendy's has always been like a weird American burger joint that I've never been to. Is this area in the pit? No. So this is the Duskwood. This is the Duskwood Hollows, which is the underground forest on top of the pit. So this is the tavern, and the pit goes one level lower. Literally, that's why you're blessed to know me in there. Stop. It's a joy. It's a joy. Every time I swing around to your place, yeah, I'll phrase it that way. It's fantastic to see you working on, because it's like you're tackling a new skill set every time. It fills me with joy. I think there's an ice cream Wendy's in Melbourne still. Maybe the only ice cream places that I really know of are like Baskin Robbins, Cold Rock, I think is one of them. Gelari? Never heard of a Wendy's as an ice cream place. Wendy's is the best burger joint. Is it? I had a Wendy's burger in Japan. I was desperate, okay? I was desperate at the time. I was desperate. I know, there's amazing. I was desperate and curious, okay? I'd never been to a Wendy's. But whatever. I don't have to explain myself. I'm a grown-ass man. I can do what I want. I went to a Wendy's in Japan confidently because I wanted to. And it was fine. I don't know. It was just like a hungry Jack's burger. It didn't seem particularly special. Maybe I missed something. But it didn't stand out in particular. Yeah, I haven't heard Cold Rock in a hot minute. I think I went to a Cold Rock once. The thing is, I'm a simple man. I like the thing that I like. So if I'm going to have a chocolate ice cream, I'm going to get the chocolate ice cream because I like chocolate ice cream. I don't want like peanuts in it, or like popping candy or Oreos, because then it's getting in the way. It's added texture that takes away from you experiencing the ice cream, in my humble opinion. Need to go to sleep soon because you work in 8 hours, but your roommate is in a Discord call and the walls are paper thin. Ugh. You could always, Laz, message them on Discord and be like, hey, I'm about to head to sleep. Do you mind being a little bit quiet moving forward? Or you can like lightly knock on. It'll depend. Because I don't know the dynamic that you and your roommate have, but it could be a case of like quietly knocking on their door and being like, oh, I'm going to sleep. Like, can you keep it down? Or whatever it happens to be. You can let them know. You can. I feel as though roommates can let each other know, like, hey, I'm going to go beddy bye time. I'm a grown-ass man. No, you're just a little guy. No. Don't demote me. Don't demote me on my own stream. I dare you. try. Just like gently, you know? You don't have to like kick open the door or anything. Like, keep it down, I'm trying to sleep. Just a gentle nudge, you know? You and me both, right? Because like as soon as you add extra texture, it becomes distracting. Burger King has grizzly burgers. McDonald's has dry buns. The quality of Jack in the Box has gone off. Wendy's has stayed great in your opinion. Well, here's the thing is I actually think that the quality of Australian fast food is actually quite high. I believe that's to do with food and safety laws. As much as people have a whinge about Burger King, the equivalent, which is Hungry Jack's here, is actually quite decent. I'd say that that's the case across the board. So if you went to a Macca's, if you went to a Hungry Jack's, if you went to a Guisame y Gomez, I think I can't remember the name, but yeah, you go to different fast food joints and the food tends to be quite good. Almost 2 a.m. as well. She should get to bed too. Yeah. Set off an air horn. I mean, if you put popping candy in my about the sleep thing. No, that works. It subtly communicates to your roommate that you wish to go to bed. Putting popping candy in my ice cream is like setting off an air horn in my mouth, and I don't like it. You're a sucker for basic ice cream. Simple vanilla is hella good. You'll destroy it. I have no judgment, like zero judgment. If anything, I endorse this notion because I'm exactly the same. I will absolutely just get I'll get like a peppermint ice cream and just demolish it. Don't add extra bells and whistles to it, please. I'm good. Got some hectic standards. Like Taco Bell here is way different for Taco Bell. Yeah, I heard that some Taco Bell is struggling here actually for that reason, because the health and safety laws kind of mandate that they increase the quality of their ingredients, right? Love gummy bears and no. I've tried gummy bears and ice cream. It's a terrible. Sorry, you can like what you like. I'm just throwing around opinions because I can. Teehee. Gummy bears and ice cream is the worst. I've tried it before because what happens is the ice cream freezes the gelatin and they become like little rocks of pain and torment. I hate them. Taco Bell, pretty sure, stopped making new places because of them failing here. Yeah, I feel as though we've got too many like staple fast food restaurants here already. Like E Gomez, for example. It just GYG is it's just too solid. It's just too solid. Miss having a local cold rock. I can see the appeal. It's just not for me, you know. Had a Taco Bell once and the burp smelled so bad you weren't sure which end was burping from. It's tough. It's tough. I imagine that was what was on your Yelp review as well, Davey. Word for word. Did I get that right? Australia's never been very big on the Mexican side of food. Really, locally, honestly. No, we do have Mexican restaurants. Probably not as popular as the US though, just because they've got Mexico as a neighbor, right? So like cuisine is more familiar. But I feel as though we've got a pretty healthy relationship with the Mexican cuisine. They get dense and chewy and warm up in your mouth. I can't do it. I can't do it. Like the tougher gummy bears, it's the toughness that you love. Don't think you've had them actually rock hard before though. Since you got them from Cold Stone. creamery, which you can customize your thing. Yeah, okay. No, not for me. Not for me. I don't like the feeling of like going to war with my food. Yeah, no, if something's too like dense and chewy, it's probably not a good time for me. Made it a lot for you made it a lot for catered for how wholesome this community is. Your Yelp review was not so nice. Dear. I like the a lot. No, you're good. I like the idea, Davey, of you know, in movies how you'll have either a precious bounty that they like open up the treasure chest and it glows gold, and then they close it and they're like, we need to keep this safe, and then you don't find out what's in the treasure chest. Or you find the opposite where they're like look in a box and like, oh god, and then they close it and they never show you what's in the box. I like the idea of your Yelp review being that, where you type it out and then you show people, and other people are looking at your phone like, oh god, you wrote that with your human hands, like what's wrong with you? But you never actually see what the words are. You've got people like vomiting in the background. Rocky Road really is a rocky road. Texture in them thing is so much. I can't do it. I was a kid who, if presented with the opportunity to engage with a rocky road, I would happily just sit there and separate out all of the different elements until I realized that you can just buy the elements separate and you don't have to go through the process of dismantling the rocky road. I've never looked back, and quite frankly, I'm happier for it. Sounds like you. Perfect. Hard pass on the rocky road. It's too much, you know. Like, but that's just me. That's just like, I don't like fruit salad for the same reason, because I would happily sit there and eat all of the individual fruit. God, I'm not doing a good job of hiding my OCD. I would happily sit there and eat all of the different fruit components, but as soon as you like mash it into each other and you've got like the goopy banana kind of melting on the watermelon and you've got the passion fruit just like all over everything, it's like you've had a box of fruit and it was involved in some sort of horrific accident, and you're like, we managed to salvage the fruit, here, eat it, and you're like, oh god, it's all been mushed. Love those mini PB cups in the ice cream. No, can't do it. I appreciate that other people can. Not for me. Friend call you insane for biting down on the smaller gobstoppers, not sucking on them. Don't understand how anyone can do that. Your poor teeth, though. Your poor teeth. Your enamel. Water. Never had passion fruit in salad before. It's always been the usual grapes, cantaloupe, and honeydew. That's more doable for me, because I could see that working. But as soon as you start having like textures melting on each other, I can't do it. Think your teeth are just titanium? You can bite through those things? Apparently so. Enjoy your look, bud. Gobstoppers, smaller and not hard. Like the chewy ones? Yeah, I guess, but even still. Part of some horrible accident, immediately thought of a fruit soap opera where everything takes place in a dramatic fashion in a hospital. Cantaloupe. I thought I told you I never wanted to see you ever again. Hello, lemon. I'm here. I'm part of the fruit salad. It's immediately got south. Why is there a lemon? Murder! Gonna eeps now. Might be playing a horror game with Mike sometime. Oh, enjoy. Have fun. Look after yourself, bud. Enjoy your sleep. Can you ask a question? This is a bit out of the blue. Yeah, go for it. A lemon in the fruit salad. No, don't question. They can put lemon in water. I can put lemon in fruit salad accidentally and not walk it back. It's all about confidence. It's all about confidence. If I pretend that I intended to do it the whole time, then who's to say? Just a heads up, I've got another 20-ish minutes in me. And then Mahali's going night-night, I think. Hate that my argument actually works. The throwaway argument. This question is the classic. Can't remember the name of this old video you watched as a child. Does anyone recognize it? Kind of, yeah. Hit us with it. Use us as a think tank. Last time you watched it was in 2003, so it's fairly old. No, 2003 is old even for my standards. Don't mind me. It was only on VHS, and it was clearly a baby censored video, sensory video. It was not Baby Einstein. It was entirely 3D animated. Baby sensory 3D video from 2003. I'm not sure. I didn't watch stuff as a babby. My television career started when I would have been like, I don't know, 5 or 6 at the time. Did not have an actual real plot. It was just papery. Why do I keep thinking babery? Baby sensory video. I think I keep switching the two words together. And the only character in it was a dog who can turn into a ball with a singular spot. It's reminding me of Spot, but I don't remember him like. I don't remember him transforming. Hi-oh. Hi, Noctua. One of the few members of the tavern who didn't fall into the pit today. Noctua, I think our average has been like, what? 4? I think the average roll has been 4. Would roll through different random tracks. There were 2 scenes you remember vividly. No, not ringing a bell for me. Somebody else might recognize it, but there Billy goes calling me a liar. Scene one that you recall, which is, sorry for coughing directly into the microphone. Scrolling through space past the different planets. No, not ringing a bell. Not ringing a bell at all. Apologies. Noctua, to get you up to date, I collapsed everything down into a draft. So this is where it was last night. This is a single layer now. And I've started fresh so that I could keep my layers intact, because there's very little of this that I want to keep texture-wise. But I do want to keep some of the structure. So I'm using it as like an underlying draft, and then I'm going through now and adding layers on top. And actually being sensible about staying on top of them. the other, for some reason, absolutely terrified you. It was a camera/video that's supposedly scrolled through what you think was a wrinkled violet velvet blanket cloth. It was absolutely horrifying. Horrified of going into the video and getting suffocated in it for some reason. Weird. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't remember watching any sort of like, I didn't realize that sensory baby videos were a thing. Also, other thing, if people have just freshly joined us, I'm suffering a pretty major headache at the moment. So it's going to be a half stream. I usually stream for 4 hours a day. But it's just going to be a half stream tonight. So I've got another 10 minutes in me or something before I'm going to have to stop using my eyeballs. Think it was considered great for its time. Fair. Yeah, no, okay. Never heard of it. Keeps ringing up something about animated bears and baby Einstein. Oh. Do you remember what network it was on? Do you remember what like television network it was on? Because you could maybe reverse engineer it that way. Ouch. Yeah, you can say that again. You can say that again. Dancing Berries from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatball 2 was only on VHS. You got it from the library. Ah, yes, you did say that it was only on VHS. Apologies. Yeah, I'm not sure then. Sorry. Maybe somebody else in chat remembers this, but I'm not sure. It doesn't sound like something that I would have watched. Absolutely missed that note. That's fine. I've got a headache, okay? It means I can't sing. Perfect excuse. Perfect excuse. Mahali, you owe me $50. I'm sorry, I've got a headache. I can't pay money. Beautiful. Once you moved away from the town, you never saw it again. You've completely lost it and don't know why it makes you so sad. You feel like you're going insane because it sounds like a fever dream in your mind. Completely made it up. No, I get you. I've explained a couple of times on stream that there was a bootleg game that I played back in probably 2002 actually, so pretty close. I played a bootleg game called Pokemon Silver. It was not Silver. And I thought I was going insane because it felt like I was making it up. But looking it up, I did actually find what it was, and that did lead to like a sense of closure on it. So I completely understand. I completely understand the sentiment. I'm sorry that I can't help you identify it. So it's going to be a very hectic, interesting day. Going to be packing for a ski trip and either taking off this afternoon or in the middle of the night as planned, depending on the snowstorm coming in. Oh, no, that's awful. The thought of not knowing when a trip is going to start. No can do. No can do. Not for me. Too spicy. That feels better. No, that feels better. What I might do actually is I might give this rock more dimensionality. I might say that it connects to this bit. Kind of add additional shapes to it as ogre layers. Hopefully, when I wake up after sleeping, I don't have a look at this. This paint file, and go, "Oh no, what was I thinking? I did all of this in some sort of headache-induced stupor. I must tear it all down and start again." Hopefully, that's not the case. I don't imagine it'll be the case because I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking the cave shapes. I'm liking the shade, like the shading on them. I'm liking the looks of the rocks and stuff. Like I'm liking it. Hopefully not. Yeah, but then again, it's something I totally do. Is the problem? Okay, so those are the. Let's do four ground. Perfect. I think it looks good. I think so. It's similarly. I think it does look good. I think it has the bones. You know, it has the bones of a good image. It's just a case of executing now, which is always the tough part, right? Oh yeah, no, this is an excellent recipe for a pie. Yum yum yum! I can taste it now. Chef, are you going to bake the pie? No, why would I do that? I've got a perfectly good recipe. I could taste it just by looking at the recipe. It's perfect. Why would I ruin it by baking the pie? Oh, that's the worst. It's the worst mentality, which I get often, where you're like, I've got this brilliant idea and I've started on a bit of a draft and you know what? That looks amazing. Don't want to ruin it by actually starting on it. Terrible mentality to have. Try it. Fail. Think of how you can improve. Give it another go. Is there going to be grass and greenery in the foreground around the shore? Probably. I think so. Because I do want to add, because it currently doesn't look like a forest very well. I do want to give it like a haunted forest vibe. So like a bit of sparse foliage, kind of like spilling from the tree, and then like grass and roots and like little mushrooms and stuff. Give it a whole look. Sorry, don't mind the whistling. I didn't think about it. It's my usual workflow. I'm usually whistling up a storm. My bad. Probably doesn't sound nice into the microphone. It's my ASMR. True. And now, the last hour of stream, I'm gonna eat some popcorn for an hour. I didn't think about it. Popcorn does make sense. No, just go along with it, okay? It's very funny. Crunch, crunch, crunch. An hour of popcorn eating. How much popcorn is that? I mean, I suppose it depends on how quickly I'm eating it. I could sparse it out a little bit. Attach a mic to the pen. Fly over there and seal my mouth shut. Hey, Fire came to visit. Fire, what are you doing? Fire, stop. No. Like something straight out of a horror movie. Collab, I didn't ask. Yep. I like this energy. Harley just getting bludgeoned. I'm actually really liking this energy. If we can keep this energy up on set. Fire. Darling, I love it. The clobbering, the clawing, the taping of the face. Keep it up. It's so good. I can feel the turmoil that Mahali is experiencing right now. Mouth sound ASMR drives you insane. Absolutely hate hearing people drink. Yeah. Oh. The thing that I know that people can't help it. I know that people can't help it, but the thing that drives me up the wall is anytime anybody's like, again, they can't help it, but they've got a cold, so they've got a lozenge in their mouth. It's not the sound of them sucking on the lozenge, it's the sound of the lozenge hitting their teeth. Drives me up the wall. It drives me up the wall. I can't describe to you why or how. It just does. It grates. You with that fab and hype energy. Me on my way to Bahali's house to clobber him. A lozenge, a cough lolly, a menthol, I think is another way that just things to help with the sore throat. You had it so much? Yeah. Yep. Drives you freaking crazy too. I think it's because it's such an inhuman sound that I know is coming from my mouth. It sounds like something that ought to be. It's like keeping static in a recording, you know? Like it's that feeling of this should be censored, not censored. You know what I mean? Like this should be something that's accounted for with audio because it's a grating noise that isn't a human sound. Generally don't like hearing things hitting teeth. Hate when people bite their cutlery. People bite their cutlery. Hate the noise that comes out of people's mouths when they talk. Super irritating. I know. God, there's this guy that I watch on Twitch. You haven't heard of him. His name's It Smahali, I think. It Smahali. And he just, God, he doesn't stop. Yap the entire time. Like, God, just paint a picture, you dork. By accident, I get, but like, but that's not how forks work. I roll so hard. I know. Hate that guy. When they put a fork into their mouth, they bite down on it and scrape the. No. That's not how. No, that's not how it's supposed to work. Literally the worst, dude. Remember the ham slayer guy? Oh, fuck, he was on. I know. You can get away with it though, because you're sat there with your fedora, your sunglasses on, your trench coat. I have to own it. This is illegal and deserves jail time. I don't understand. I don't get it. Your neck bit. Yeah, exactly. Incognito mode. That's not how fork, like, jokes aside, that's not how forks work. You put food on the end of the fork to get it to your face, but then you're not biting into where the fork attaches to the food. You're biting into the food, or you're putting it into your mouth and you use your mouth, like your lips and stuff, to like pull it off. You don't. If it's food that you bite into it and you pull it off the fork. You're not actually biting into the fork skewered bit. If it's food, if it's like spaghetti or something, you're not biting into spaghetti. Who bites into It's fine. It's fine. I'm neutral. I'm opinion neutral on this. Let the pain wash away. Let the rain wash away. Let the pain away yesterday. Don't mind going to the dentist, but your dentist trauma comes out in sensory stuff surrounding people's teeth. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's how it should be. Yes, correct. Your subreddit that you mod open on your third monitor. Ready to strike at a moment's notice. Hell yeah. Island. Order. Amount of times you hear metal hitting teeth while people eat. Maybe I zone out too hard. Maybe it's kind of true. Whenever I'm like out at a restaurant or something, I'm actively dissociating. No, I don't pay attention to that. That sounds horrific. I'm glad that I do. I'm glad I dissociate. I'm gonna dissociate harder every time I go out. Okay. Okay, I've hit the 2-hour mark and then some. Mahali needs to cleanse his brain. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Sorry for the short stream. I hope you had fun still. You could, like, it's headed in a direction now. It feels like it has more structure. But here, I'll show the before and after, right? You know what? I can do a direct before and after. Before? Yeah? Before? After? We can maybe line this up a little bit better. Before? After? Before? After. It's feeling cleaner. It's got a bit more structure to it. I'm liking it. Sue me. Glad you got to catch me. Yeah. Noctua, if I don't catch you before you're on a flight, safe travels, bud. Look after yourself. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. Make sure that you don't like punch a snowstorm or something. But honestly, yeah, good luck. Safe travels. In a restaurant you can't hear because there are so many noises going around. Thank God. Headache, much appreciated. Of course, I'm glad that I did. I'm glad that I did because it kind of proves that I can. I hope to not have to cancel streams much at all moving forward. We'll see how we go. Not flying, going for a 13 hours in a car. Oh yeah, well, good luck with that too. Make sure that you're not like risking incredibly slippery roads or anything like that. Corporate wants you to find the difference between these two pictures. Chat, it's the same picture. It's not the same picture. Distinctly different. They're distinctly different. See, like that's all of this is different. The waterline is, it's different, okay? Might go early, then sleep stop, and then instead of yeah, fair, makes sense. No, don't. I don't have to stay. I don't have to sit for this. I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna go sleep. Take that. Takes driving in snow very seriously. Good. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. As I said, I hope you had fun, regardless of the fact that I was that I'm currently punch drunk. The plan for tomorrow is still the same. So community canvas. It'll be an open canvas invite. So if you like the idea of jumping in and adding to the community canvas, you absolutely can. Again, reminder that we've got a Hearthside this coming Sunday. If you want the details on that, you can find it in the announcement section of the Discord. And the theme for the monthly art fair has been announced earlier this week. The details for that are down in the monthly art fair section at the bottom of the Discord. Yeah. Probably won't be able to join for the next week. No, all good. Enjoy your time away. There's time for the usual hangouts, and then there's time for, like, I don't know, soaking up the opportunity to like go and do something different. You know, go enjoy the different. Go enjoy the different. We'll chat, I'm sure, but like, yeah, enjoy yourself. Have an excellent rest of your day or night, depending on where you are. Look after yourselves, everyone. I'll catch you around. Bye.